Yeah, peace family. So video footage has gone viral on social media of an alleged Sikh man turban being ripped off and stamped on, which is dubbed as a racist attack by West Midlands police. Now, we do want to say that there is some additional information that's come out since this, but let's check this one out. Now it says Muslim police officer, not surprised. This is posted by someone called Savinder Singh. It says Kasif Sharif, who ripped off Sikh's turban and stamped on it while the rest of the pigs laughed. So let's try and check this out.
For minor traffic offences and for obstruct place.
So he says arrested for minor traffic offences. Mr. Singh was taken to Perry Barr police station. His turban was ripped off his head and stamped on. Mr. Singh was left shocked and upset due to the racist attack as the officers laughed and taunted him, and have named an officer it says raids will now be taken forward towards this hate crime. We urge members of the public to carry out a citizen's arrest on Kashif Sharif. If seen, he is now wanted for religiously aggravated assault. So, we definitely want to pray for some calm in the community, because we have heard about, altercations and wars between Sikhs and Muslims and stuff in the past, and that's definitely not something we want to see continue into the UK streets. Now, we do know when it comes to religion and stuff, people definitely feel slighted where something's done to them, which they see as a religious assault, which we see somebody saying he is wanted for religiously aggravated assault and ordering people to carry out a citizen's arrest. So it's definitely interesting. Sometimes we think about, I guess, just the powers that we have in society and stuff, and how sometimes even different communities are able to act when certain things happen, or even when certain things don't happen. We do know that some members of the Sikh community are known to carry it's like a knife for protection and stuff, and there was an incident in the past with West Midlands police. I think they stopped a black man who was a Sikh, and they wanted to arrest him for carrying it, and he was saying, well, if everybody else carries one, why is he being picked on? But anyway, back to this topic. It says there's been protests held over this video that's emerged with his turban being taken off and apparently stamped on. I couldn't see that on the footage myself, but people protested outside Perry Barr custody suite last Wednesday to the video. And some people are saying that some of the images are from unrelated incidents which have been included next to the allegations. So Gurpreet Singh Anand, the president of the Sikh Council UK, said that the incident was symptomatic of growing animosity between West Midlands police and the Sikh community. So it's kind of interesting, because sometimes we all hear about different groups having their issues with police or within people within society, but there's some that we may not be aware of. I myself wasn't aware that there was that kind of animosity between the police and the Sikh community. We thought for the most part everything was blessed. So it says he described the man's treatment as completely unacceptable, and they say it's like a hate crime that's been committed. So it's definitely interesting to see how this one will unfold. We can say that West Midlands police themselves did issue a statement, which we'll see if we can get that statement up. Yes, if you haven't, guys, and you join us on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be updated on new drops and content. So here we see in a statement issued by West Midlands Police, it says, we are deeply concerned, and this was posted on the 28th of October, we are deeply concerned that a video compilation circulating on social media infers that one of the stills included shows a man having his turban forcibly removed and stamped on in Perry Barr custody suite on Monday evening. This is not the case. The author has used an image from elsewhere, giving an entirely misleading version of the events. The CCTV featured in this video is not connected to this incident. So, I mean, it's a shame if there is CCTV of such an incident happening, but obviously we can't speculate on the circumstances of that footage. So it could have been justifiable, but this statement from the police, it says, we can confirm that a man in custody was asked to remove his pacta to be searched. It was removed by an officer in a private room to search for anything that could be harmful to the man or our custody officers. The head covering fell to the floor at one point, but was immediately retrieved, and at no point was it stamped on. So we see dual, statements or accounts of the event. They say they're examining all the CCTV surrounding the officer's interactions with the man in custody to establish if there was any inappropriate conduct. And they say they have also voluntarily referred the matter to the Independent Office of Police Conduct. So definitely seems like they don't want to, raise the ire of the religious community and have their officers being citizens arrested, which is a trip. But it says they received a complaint and therefore they cannot go into further details why these inquiries are progressing. They understand the religious significance of head coverings to the Sikh faith, and they know the incident has caused outrage and anger to the Sikh community and the wider public, but they must stress that social media and speculation based on supposition is unhelpful and inflammatory. So they say we continue to strive for better relationships with the communities we serve, and we are determined to hold account any officer who does not adhere to the standards of professional behavior. So kind of sounds like not an admittance, but it sounds like, okay, well, they're saying they'll look into it and dispelling any bad behavior. But it's definitely an interesting one. Let us know what you think. Do you guys have faith in the local police force and stuff? Do you feel this statement pretty much sums things up? And do you think if they are conflating this story and using false images and stuff to stir up a hateful narrative, there is a problem with that? I mean, that's one thing the police, they didn't actually say anything on that about people being reprimanded if they're giving misleading accounts and stuff. So definitely an interesting one. So much craziness going on in the world, so much trouble in the world. You know how it is. Everybody out there, stay safe, stay woke, and always look out for you folks.